I have one of the most heartwarming stories about my son Christopher, who has autism. I guess when he was about 14 years old, his teacher's husband passed after a lengthy illness, and I wanted to pay my respects to go to the viewing. I went myself. I didn't want to take Christopher. He never went to a funeral or a viewing before. So I went to myself, and the funeral parlor was packed. You know, member of the school, forever, well-loved teacher, line out the door, and I was probably waiting in line maybe about 35 minutes, 40 minutes before I went up to her. And I was, about to give my condolences and tell her how sorry I was. First words out of her mouth, "Where's Christopher?" I'm like, "He's home." And she goes, "Could you bring him?" I'm like, okay, how do you say no? So I turn around and I go home and I throw like a collared shirt on Chris. He wouldn't wear a tie, collared shirt. And I took him back, and I didn't know the etiquette because I already waited in line 40 minutes, but I figured I got to wait in line again. So now Chris and I are in the back and we're holding hands, and he keeps on looking at his teacher and looking the big line. And now we're in the main room, so you can kind of see her. And she's standing in front of her husband, open casket, and all of a sudden Christopher pulls away from me and just charges to the casket and his teacher. And I have visions of him touching the casket, close. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm scared. And I'm a very large guy. I'm 6'4", 6'5". And so now I'm trying to dodge in and out of this crowd to get to Christopher, right? And he runs right up to his teacher, who of course was crying, and he stops in front of her and he puts his hand on her face and, "Oh, Miss Sandy, please don't cry. Christopher's here and he loves you." And she gave him the biggest hug, and she's, "Oh, my boy, it's exactly what I needed to hear." And it was just that outpouring of pure love from him. And she was like, "Thank you so much. I just needed to, see Chris, and when he hugs you, everything's better." And it's true, everything's better when Chris gives you a hug. So we also got to cut the line at the end, so that was a plus. But for those people who say individuals with autism can't love, I don't think they know anybody with autism, because my son is filled with love, nothing but love.